Math is hard. I actually have a special guest for you guys to bring up here on stage to entertain you. He is a world-traveling ninja master. He's going to make you laugh. He's all the way from Australia. He just did shows at the Sydney Opera House. He is fresh off the boat from Rio, from checking out the Olympics. Please put your hands together for Sam McCool. Give it up for him. Here he comes.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you. What a wonderful introduction. Very happy to be here. Very happy to be in America. The greatest country in the world, right? Yeah. For me, it's like top 3 in North America. You guys are... You're right up there. You know, just behind Canada and Mexico. I think it's... I've obviously met a lot of Americans. You guys do travel, and I think you're very polite people. When you ask an American where they're from, they're always like, you always spell it out for you. Where you're from? The U.S., whereabouts? L.A., whereabouts? You'll see what's like, okay? I don't know why you do that, but it's some weird thing you do, you know? I love it. I've been here. Has anybody been to Australia? Okay, you'll understand me. That's good. Because some of you can tell my accent is not from around here. It's from LA. X. Yeah, it's good to be here. It's good fun. I'm not part of the competition. You don't have to vote for me. It's all good, okay? So, how are you, sir? You good? Excellent? Yeah, good. So, you can understand me? That's the main thing. I've been told to slow down, you know, because we have weird accents and people make fun of us for that. But I'll tell you who's got weirder accents, Canadians, right? Yeah? No, not even that stuff, man, because, see, in Australia, a lot of people think Americans and Canadians are the same people. You hear the accent, it sounds similar. But I know you're not the same people, right? Like Americans will come to Australia to chill out, Canadians come to defrost. You know? You all bring your dollars over, you bring your dollars, but you guys call them dollars, they call them loonies. So Canadians go around spending loonies, Americans, you just vote for them. Thank you very much. I wasn't sure if they shot for that, but you guys know how fucked up your election is too, right? Because the rest of the world is watching it, we're going, really? That was your best two? 320 million of them, you got to recycle Clinton? You got to get a guy that builds buildings but can't build walls? What's going on? Come on. It's great. I mean, I think it's wonderful what's going on. We're all just having the best time watching this comedy show unravel. You think your election counts? Like, who are you going to vote for? We're just going, really? Okay, so... Because it's interesting, because, I mean, I think Donald Trump's got some original ideas, right? Yeah, I know you've all been talking about it. I'm not going to do too much about it, but I think it's great that he's building a wall across the country to keep foreigners out. The Chinese tried that a few years ago, called the Great Wall of China. Yeah, it didn't keep the Mongolians out. There's billions of them there, man. It doesn't work, but I think if he's going to do it, he should start at home, build a wall around Trump Tower. See how long it takes before the cleaners can get in? They won't, you know, that's it. It's a good place to be. I think Clinton could be an interesting vote, because, you know, at least it would be environmentally friendly. You can just recycle all the stationery and say President Clinton from before. The main thing as foreigners we're happy about is just seeing that there's not the third Bush in office, right? Because if you're going to go around calling President Jeb, I don't think so, right? It's interesting. I like being in America. You've got some issues, we've got some issues. It's great to see a bit of diversity. I think you're one of the most multicultural countries in the world, right? That's why you always win gold at the Olympics. You got people from everywhere. You know what I think, in this country, you let them hard jump or cross, whatever they got to do, you know? It's true, man. You guys are great at that stuff. But I think the interesting thing when I watch comedy in America, it's always like, you know, there's like 4 types of people, it seems like, in America, right? There's blacks, whites, Asians, Hispanics, or Latinos. We give them 2 names because we ain't sure which is which. Right? But then you go to the South, they've got a much more advanced level. They've got like 4 types of people. One of y'all, some of y'all, most of y'all, and all of y'all. Right? Now, some of y'all don't know which one of y'all most of y'all is. Some of y'all do, most of y'all don't. The ones that do, y'all Texan, right? We like make fun of Texas because they got that attitude that we have, like, it ain't nothing bigger than Texas, and then they come to Australia and everything is bigger. Massive. I like speaking to Americans when you come here because they're like, how did you get here? I'm like, I'm playing, what do you think? I swam, you know, like, we're good swimmers, but not that good. But it's great, you know, it's nice being here. What can I tell you? So many things. Do you think America's a prejudiced country?
Yes.
The black dude, straight up, yeah. Then the rest of you are like, oh, no, right? They're the ones doing it. Right? Let me share something with you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm fortunate to travel the world, and every country is a prejudiced country. Everybody hates their neighbour, hates people within everybody. It's not just you, everybody. We all do it. But the thing is, I find it interesting because prejudice works both ways, right? It could be positive, it could be negative, right? Like, for example, if you're a man, I learned this at a young age as a young man, that if you put on a foreign accent, like a Scottish accent, for example, if you sound like Sean Connery and speak to a lovely young lady in a very sexy voice, she's going to think you're extremely sexy, right? Much better than you normally are. Not pointing at you for any particular reason, sir. If you can speak a foreign language, si vous parlez français avec elle, elle va tomber amour avec toi. Si tu hablas español, es mejor, ¿no? 3 Latinos in here, that's good. But if you're Italian and you move your hand in front of your genitalia long enough, they will get the idea, you know? Right? That's all positive prejudice, right? It works the other way if you're Indian. Madam, you're so pretty, you remind me of my cousin Pretty, she's pretty too. No, you don't get too much pussy doing that, I'm telling you. Doesn't happen. Problem is, people often think I'm Indian, right? Do you think I'm Indian? Like, even in India, they go, are you Indian? I said, what do you think? They go, well, you look like us, but you sound like Apu from The Simpsons. Can't win, man, can't win. Doesn't matter where I go, can't win. Like, I'm talking about negative prejudice, right? So it happens with Indians, happens with Russians, right? If they meet a lovely lady, you're hot, let me put you on ice. Sounds like a threat, not a pickup line, right? It happens with Mexicans or Latinos, right? Sometimes they say things that sound nice, it's like, you know, hey chica, I want to try my burrito, I'll give you a whole enchilada. They're just giving you food, that's all. You take it wrong. Happens with Arabic people, like Arabic people, sometimes they say really beautiful things, they just don't translate, right? Like, your eyes are so beautiful, shining like the diamonds in the sky. I want to get a cloth and wrap it over everything but your eyes. It's nice, right? But people take it the wrong way. But there's also a thing as reverse prejudice, right? And I'll tell you this is a true story. I got a friend, African-American friend, black friend from Texas, who lived in Australia for 10 years. This guy only has to open his mouth and women come swarming, right? And sometimes the things he says, if I said, I would get a slap. He doesn't get a slap. He'd be like, bitch, you a fine asshole. I'm gonna tap that. And he does. Just like that. Reverse prejudice, man, that's not fair, that's not fair. He likes it. Just me and you, brother. The rest of them like, what? Suppression, look it up in a dictionary. It's all good. I'm not going to lecture you too much, but I do like seeing diverse cultures. People, do you think I look Australian?
Yes.
Indian.
Native what? Everybody's native somewhere. I like it. Even in Australia, they do not think I'm Australian, right? They don't. They don't. They always like this. Hey, mate. Hey, mate. You. What are you? What are you? What are you, mate? You. What are you? What are you? What are you? What are you? I go, a human being. What are you, a parrot? They go, yeah, nah, because that's how they, mate. Yeah, nah, but like, what's your nasho, right? Nasho, your nationality. What's your nasho? I go, I'm Australian. They go, yeah, but before that. What do you want to know? My past lives? I was a prince, a pirate, a pharaoh. What's the big deal? They're like, no, mate, no. What's your background? I go, this wall. They go, no. What's your descent? I go, downhill. They go, no. Where are your parents from? I go, their house. They go, no, mate. What's your ancestry? I go, Homo sapien. They go, all right, you're gay then, are you? Because people just want to know what box to put you in, what box or closet, so I don't know, you know, we never know. But they want to know what it is. And I don't even know, like in Sydney, where I'm from, right, it's the gay capital of the world. That's what we proudly say it's the gay capital of the world. People in San Francisco think they're the gay capital of the world. I don't know how you work this out. You can't always tell if someone's gay or not, can you? Right? You can't always tell. I mean, I don't know what they do. They go around on census night, counting all the empty closets. You know what I'm saying? This guy's cracking up now. I finally won you over. That's great. Your boyfriend's not so keen, but that's all right. He's like, you laugh, bitch. I'm not laughing. Have you guys been to Sydney? You have. He hasn't. We won't talk about that. Okay, whatever. The reason he's got glasses on his head, he stopped masturbating. Anyway, what? Oh, too far. I don't know why I went into that, but anyway. What was I talking about? Oh, yes. Here's the thing. I'm just on a rant now. Because I wasn't even supposed to be up here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not part of the competition. I just happen to be... this is the final show of my world tour. I'm going back to Sydney. They're kicking me out of the country for taking your jobs. For making your people laugh for free. I'm inspired by Americans. You've had some great people like Michael Jackson. Remember him? I was a huge fan of Michael Jackson, you know. It took me a long time to work out he was an alien, though. Came down on a spaceship called Neverland. Hello, ironic. But you know how I could tell he was an alien? Here's a dude that was born as a little black boy and died as a petite Asian woman. That's some serious morphing, right? But I think that's good. You know, one thing that Michael Jackson did is he brought the world together through music, but he also brought it together through multicultural. He can prove that you can go from black to white, male to female, and trans. You know what I mean? He proved it, man. And that's why they killed him. Anyway, but... that's why they did it. You know, they don't tell you this stuff here, but that's why, because ladies and gentlemen, the world is morphing together, right? We're becoming one, and I like to call it, what I call it is embracism. Have you heard of embracism? Embracist is like the opposite of a racist. I'll give you an example. It's like a trilingual metrosexual who drives a German car on his way to yoga, or eating sushi and French fries in his Italian designer suit and Panama hat, all made in Bangladesh. Because that's how the world's going. But ladies and gentlemen, you guys have started this trend. Actually, you've had some fantastic, some famous people who've preached this kind of message, maybe in a different form. But one guy who did it, who I studied as a young child. Actually, yeah, I'll do it. Okay. Is a guy called Martin Luther King. Yes, you remember him? Yes. Gave one of the. Thank you very much. Clap it like it's me. Come on. Okay. So gave one of the greatest speeches known to man, the "I Have a Dream" speech. Right. Only problem is it was back in the '60s and it was only about America. I think we should take that speech and make it modernized and globalized. What do you think?
Yeah.
All right, there's the racist, there's the okay, good. I think we should modernize that message and globalize it, and I think if it did, it would go something like this. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, lady boys and lady girls, hermaphrodites, troglodytes, transsexuals, transgenders, gender benders. Whether you look like Marilyn Manson or Marilyn Monroe, whether you support Bruce or Caitlyn Jenner, I have a dream for you tonight. Whether your skin is black, white, brown, beige, chocolate, caramel, maca latte. Whether you're lightly freckled, heavily freckled, lightly tanned, deeply tanned, or your last name is Tan. I got a dream for you tonight. Once upon a time, our forefathers said that all men are created equal. Now, if we can agree we got forefathers, then how the hell are we still homophobic? Brothers and sisters, I have a dream that one day all the countries of the world shall overcome their differences and unite. I have a dream that the people in North Korea and the people in South Korea will overcome their differences the way Koreans know best, Gangnam Style. I have a dream that one day, let me think, I have a lot of them. Alright, I'm just thinking what I'm going to get, you know what I'm saying? I have a dream that one day Serbians and Croatians will form a new country called Yugoslavia where they bend over backwards for each other instead. I have a dream that one day Russians and Ukrainians will form a new country called Ukrussia. And a new capital in Donetsk, and a new policy that says Donetsk, don't tell. I have a dream that one day the good people of Mexico will build a wall so your asses can't get down there to Cancun. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm getting the light. I better go. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you. Thank you.